Hello and welcome once again to today's edition of Mexico News Network's Daily Report. I am your host, Sofia Rattinger, and we are broadcasting from El Dorado Royal Spa Resort by Carisma. Let's start with today's show. Mexico is a vast and picturesque nation with hundreds of thousands of places to visit that are perfect for all occasions and situations. It is a country that creates the greatest experiences ranging from romance, adventure, fun, and more. In fact, some of Mexico's hidden and enchanting corners have even acquired certain prestige and distinction, which bring us to two particular programs we will be speaking of today. These are Pueblos Mágicos and Tesoros Coloniales, which in English translate to magic towns and colonial treasures, respectively. These recognitions are granted by the Federal Ministry of Tourism to acknowledge the touristic value of towns scattered across the most hidden corners of Mexico, which today have been able to preserve and restore their cultural and/or historical richness within their borders. They satisfy the growing demand from tourists to require destinations to provide visitors with culture, tradition, and adventure, additionally to preserving their rural customs. Being part of this initiative means that these towns must comply with certain requirements, which include the preservation of symbolic attributes like legends, history, or transcendental facts that are the town's #1 feature and may even be promoted at a global level as a tourist attraction. In the year 2001, Huasca de Ocampo, located in the state of Hidalgo, was named the very first Pueblo Mágico in Mexico. Today, the nation has 83 Pueblo Mágicos that comply with the aforementioned characteristics, the traditions of which continue to surprise the world and everyone who has the chance of encountering with these mystical and magical destinations. These are the manifestations of greatness, enchantment, and symbolism all in one place. Moving on to another important distinction, we have Tesoros Coloniales, which is another initiative from the Ministry of Tourism that broadens over 7 states in the country: Aguascalientes, Durango, Guanajuato, Michoacán, Querétaro, San Luis Potosí, and Zacatecas. These are colonial treasures that have several things in common: cultural richness and heritage, history, and fascinating places to discover. They provide a great selection of activities, natural beauty, a wide network of airports and freeways, and more. Tesoros Coloniales bring tourists what they want and more. They're excellent destinations for recreation, culture, adventure, and lately, business tourism. The purpose of this program is to provide North American and European tourists with a different selection of services, products, and experiences, so they can relax, unwind, and be surrounded by marvelous historical sites, pebbled streets, colonial atmosphere, and much more. Whether you opt for a Pueblo Mágico or a colonial treasure, we are more than sure that you will be absolutely fall in love with Mexico. Enjoy its picturesque elements, service, and warmth of locals. Another attraction Mexico offers is its many caves and cavern systems that hold stories that must be told through nature. Our first stop is Cueva La Pintada in Loreto, Baja California Sur. It is a cavern that preserves over 1,000-year-old paintings, some of the best in the world. They are larger and more numerous than the ones found in Europe, and they have been put under special protection by UNESCO. Then we have the impressive Crystals Cave in Naica, Chihuahua, located 300 meters underground. This is a fascinating place where enormous selenite crystals are found. Unfortunately, due to the nature of this cave, the high temperature, the fragility of the crystals, and the fact that the very hot water was extracted from the cave and could return at any moment, this cave cannot be visited. But it was thoroughly documented and can be appreciated on film and photographs. Now, Heading to San Luis Potosí near the town of Aquismón is the biggest cave shaft in the world, the Cave of Swallows. Reaching a distance of 512 meters deep, the cave walls is home to thousands of swallows and parakeets that go out every morning and fill the silence with their singing. We continue to one of the largest live cave systems in the world, Grutas de Cacahuamilpa, located 52 kilometers away from Tasco Guerrero, a beautiful cavern system made up by 90 chambers, surrounded by stalactites and stalagmites, and where you will find 2 rivers. It is a truly impressive tour that can take up to 9 hours, but it's definitely worth the time. Continuing to one of the largest underwater cavern system, Dos Ojos, Spanish for 2 eyes, over 80 kilometers of underground caves where you can dive in, located 17 kilometers north of Tulum, Quintana Roo, a truly overwhelming natural experiences. Dos Ojos was named as such because of the 2 entry points cenotes that welcome all the visitors. These clear water-filled caverns can be explored just by snorkeling, but are recommended mostly for divers. Next up are the Loltún Caves, just 110 kilometers from Mérida, Yucatan. Over 1 kilometer of limestone formation that haven't been completely explored, but one of the known premises you can see cave paintings and petroglyphs. There are some musical columns which produce deep bell-like tones. By the end of the tour, you will encounter a chamber with a collapsed ceiling that let the sunlight and also tree roots. Just beneath the jungles of the Yucatan Peninsula is one of the longest underwater cave systems in the world, Osh-Belha, located south of Tulum, Quintana Roo, featuring over 250 kilometers of connected underwater caves. There are 56 cenotes connected to this cave system, which can be enjoyed by visitors, although it is more appealing to cave divers than explore several kilometers of this intricate system. Though Mexico's caves no doubt hold their secrets, there is an abundance of places throughout the country which for different reasons are seldom heard of a mainstream media. Wouldn't you like to visit something like more of the beaten path? Let's start with Monterreal, the only ski resort in the country, located in the Arteaga district of the northern state of Coahuila, only 40 minutes away from the state capital, Saltillo, and 90 minutes away from Monterrey in the neighboring state of Nuevo León. You may not even believe you are in Mexico, with its 230 meters high main slope and a separate practice slope. In December and January, you can ski in natural snow. Next is Santuario de las Luciérnagas, or the Firefly Sanctuary in English. From June to August, the forests of Nanacamilpa in the state of Tlaxcala are filled with millions of fireflies that lighten up the night, sparkling like stars throughout the forest. Take a night tour deep in the ever so silent woods where fireflies fascinate witnesses with their mating rituals. Nanacamilpa is a 90-minute drive from Mexico City. Next on our list is Camecuaro Lake, a lakelet surrounded by the most imposing of the ahuehuete trees, Montezuma cypress, located east of the Zamora de Hidalgo in the state of Michoacán. The crystal clear lake is fed by natural springs, and its banks are lined with magnificent trees which provide a mystical ambience with their shade. Let go and enjoy the peace of this unique body of water. We move on to Samalayuca Dune Fields, a 2,000 square kilometers area in the Samalayuca Desert, located in the northern region of the state of Chihuahua, lying across the much-traveled route between Chihuahua City and El Paso Norte, Texas. It is an impressive landscape with the most dramatic dune profiles and sand waves sculpted by the wind. Do not forget Espiritu Santo Island, that is Island of the Holy Spirit, one of the most unspoiled ecosystems in the state of Baja California Sur. This island is over 19 kilometers long, and its waters are home to a multitude of sea lions, manta rays, dolphins, turtles, whales, and sharks. Located in the Gulf of California, which separates the Baja Peninsula from the Mexican mainland. This island is just minutes away from La Paz, a short boat ride away. Next, the Bustamante Caves, also known as the Palmito Caves. This 256 meters long cavern system is located 107 kilometers from the metropolitan city of Monterrey in the state of Nuevo León. Discovered in 1906, it's not yet fully explored. The area open to the public is made up by several chambers with hundreds of stalagmites and stalactites that jut out the porous limestone. We move on to Las Nubes, that is the clouds in English. Found in the midst of the Lacannon jungle, this impressive cluster of waterfalls and natural pools is located 130 kilometers from the city of Comitán in the southern state of Chiapas. It is a natural site where you will feel surrounded by clouds, complements of the fine mist and clouds formed by the dramatic effect of water falling on water. Our next stop is Siancaan, which is Maya for where the sky is born. So named by the Maya people, Siancaan is the largest protected area in the Caribbean state of Quintana Roo. Declared a biosphere reserve by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization in 1987. It spans across 520,000 hectares, providing shelter to thousands of plants and animal species. Explore and enjoy these little-known sites of Mexico. Take in their splendor and be pleasantly surprised with your new discovery. You have certainly heard of Mexico's many beach destinations. I wonder, however, if you've heard of the sister towns Ixtapa and Zihuatanejo in the state of Guerrero. These two towns complement each other and make for a great destination that offers numerous activities and this amazing beach setting. It is a place to take in natural beauty and enjoy its relaxed, intriguing atmosphere. Here are 5 activities we'll listen in case you're wondering what there is to do in the beachside destination. First off, water sports. Of course, water sports are on the top of our list because these destinations are set on the beautiful coast of Guerrero. They include swimming, snorkeling, diving, surfing, and sport fishing. The shallow, clear waters and the abundant sea life turn this destination into the ideal water sport destination. Next, we have adventure activities. The mountainous landscape that meets the Pacific Ocean provides the perfect place to engage in adventurous activities. For example, camping, ATV tours, and even going to an adventure park to defy heights and enjoy the view on a zip line. After this, why not encounter nature? The abundant flora and fauna of this region are certainly an attractive attribute of Ixtapa and Zihuatanejo. Appreciate and encounter nature like bird watching, witness the releasing of baby turtles, and of course visit eco parks and the crocodile farm. And of course, while you are there, work on your drive. There are 2 great golf courses in Ixtapa. The first one, designed by the renowned architect Robert Trent Jones Jr., who incorporated natural settings into the Campo de Golf Ixtapa, an 18-hole golf course with local wildlife, mostly birds. The second golf course is Club de Golf Marina Ixtapa, designed by the famous Robert Von Hack. It is an also 18-hole course that interacts with water canals, rippling greens, and the entirely intricate design that challenges even the most expert of golfers. Finally, entertainment. Other activities include shopping. Both towns offer different options, from souvenirs and handmade crafts to high-end brands, both national and international. You will probably find something perfect to take back home for you and your family and friends. You can also enjoy the nightlife with the many nightclubs and bars with different music styles, perfect for those who enjoy evenings filled with music and fun. Discover these destinations in the Pacific coast of Mexico and enjoy some great leisure time, whether you visit Ixtapas, Iguatanejo, or both. We'll be right back with more information in Mexico and the Riviera Maya after these brief messages. Stay with us.